So I switched to my family birth center at about 30 weeks. So I had had all of my previous prenatal care with a different midwife. I saw a video of my family birth center, and it was a beautiful birth story, and I just knew that I wanted to come and check it out. But Ryan was a little apprehensive because he knew hospital births, and we had beautiful previous hospital births, and he felt safe there. So I just told him, this isn't what we're gonna do, but let's just go take a tour. And so we came in, and just like I walked in, and just the feeling that you feel here, it was just peaceful and comfortable and safe. And I knew that this is where I wanted to bring our baby into the world.
During the interview, when we came in and toured the facility, I was really looking for a reason that I could say no. And everything just felt perfect the whole time. And as soon as we were done, I remember just knowing inside, like, this is where we're gonna have our baby. And
we walked out of the birth center, and Ryan told me, he's like, I really wanted to hate it.
But I loved it.
Loretta, when I came to her with problems, she would try and fix them, whereas my previous midwife, who I love, and that was actually my biggest, the hardest thing for me was switching midwives, because I loved her. But Loretta, she said, well, let's see what we can do about it.
With our previous 2 pregnancies, Chelsea had a lot of swelling in her legs and feet, and every single time it was like, oh, pregnant women swell, that's just how it happens. And we had to buy like different shoes, and it was always a really like rough part of pregnancy. And when we switched here, Chelsea asked, like, is there anything we can do? And Loretta's like, absolutely, let's try this, and let's see how this works. And within like a week of following her advice, she was perfectly back to her normal size. And it just made the last few weeks of pregnancy just wonderful. And that wisdom that Loretta had really made a big impact for us.
My previous midwife just said, oh, that's just part of pregnancy. That happens because you're pregnant. And Loretta was able to help me fix that and solve the problems that I've been having. So on our birthing day, we came into the birthing center, and it was dark and peaceful, and there was no bright fluorescent lights or beeping machines. It was just, we got to come right in and continue laboring.
The other thing I loved about the birth center, which is like a weird thing to think about, but it was so clean, and it was so clean so fast, is like as soon as Sadie was born, I turned around and everything was clean, and I was like, oh, we're like in a spotless room, and it just happened so fast, and it really just made us feel really comfortable to stay here and to help Sadie like those first few hours, because it was just so clean and peaceful the whole time.
It made being in labor so much easier to just come in, and the tub was already full for us. And I also had so many hands on me to help me through the contractions.
I loved when we arrived on our birthing day that we always felt like Loretta was one of our friends. Like we just felt really close to her, and the minute we walked in, she like welcomed us to the facility and was just like right there. And it felt really fun to be welcomed by a friend when you're coming in to give birth.